Hello again, John Hernandez upstairs on the 4th floor outside the Simulcast Center here at Prairie Meadows as we have wrapped up 4 weeks of the 2019 Thoroughbred season here in central Iowa. As far as the week's racing activity was concerned, it was a 5-day racing week culminating with the Jim Rasmussen Stakes on Memorial Day Monday. Big winners on the week, jockeys David Cabrera and Ramon Vasquez each won 7 races. Alex Berzer won 6, and so those 3 jockeys combined to win a total of 20 races over the course of the week. As far as trainers are concerned, Federico Villafranco had 5 winners, including 3 on Sunday. Carl Broberg had 7, and so those 2 definitely had the weeks to consider. Jan Arnett also had 4 winners on the week, including 2 on Sunday. As far as owners were concerned, Endzone Athletics won 5 races during the 5-day racing week, and owner Danny Caldwell also won 5, including 3 on Sunday. So after 14 days of racing here, 2019, jockey standings as follows. Alex Berzer on top at 24, Kent O'Hill second at 17, Alex Canchari third at 15, and then David Cabrera with 9 wins, and actually Ramon Vasquez has moved ahead of him with 10 wins, and so it's actually Berzer, Tohill, Canchari, Vasquez, and Cabrera. Trainer standings, Carl Broberg still on top with 16 wins, Jan Arnett second at 13, and Federico Villafranco with the big Sunday is now up to 11. So those 3 in double digits. Ownership, it's Endzone Athletics still on top. 11 wins to 9 for Danny Caldwell, on down to 5 for Harry Verrucci, and 3 each for Dreamwalkin' Farms, Giddy Up Racing, Jacqueline Wolosensky, and the Claim to Fame stable. So that's a look back at stats for the 4th week and for 14 days of racing so far, 2019. We'll go ahead and check out some stakes action, starting with a race on the 24th. It was the Friday night stakes race, and it was the Jack Bishop, and Girl Power was very impressive, winning under Kent Tohill. Take a look.
So they take the turn and swing for home, and here comes Girl Power. Continues to march from the back of the pack and takes over the lead in mid-stretch. Badar drops back in second, so too does She's Our Fastest, and Summers Indy is next in 4th. They come to deep stretch, and it is Girl Power and Ken Tohill drawing clear, and Girl Power to win the Jack Bishop.
One day later on Saturday, it was the Ed Skinner Stakes, and only 4 horses ended up going to the post, but it was D. Rapper, the Caldwell Villafranco Vasquez horse, that ended up winning by a head, beating Chief Cicatrice. Here's that stretch one.
Chief Cicatrice is right there, and now they're about to be joined by Da Rapper and Gordy Floridas close by too. They come down to the final furlong, and Chief Cicatrice in between them. Da Rapper to the outside. They come to the final half a furlong. Da Rapper is really flying late. Chief Cicatrice is going on with it too, and here's the wire. Da Rapper got up in the final stages.
And on Monday, Memorial Day, it was the 15th running of the Jim Rasmussen. Only 6 went to the post, and it looked like a race on paper between 3 Chris and Dave, and 6 Remembering Rita. That's exactly what it ended up. Here's a look at Chris and Dave winning the 2019 Jim Rasmussen.
Pinson is still there. Remembering Rita. Chris and Dave is on the grandstand side. Hollywood Critic is next. Green Cap along the inside. Still 4, covered by a half length here with a furlong remaining. Gato Guapo is really digging in. Remembering Rita is there. Chris and Dave is still there. And so too is Pinson. We may have a 4-horse photo finish coming up in the Jim Rasmussen. Here's the wire. Chris and Dave in the last jump.
So you're caught up on stats for 14 days. And 4 weeks of racing here. Want to remind you that Beat the Expert, our newest contest, starts this Friday, May 31st. Your chance to win cash prizes on Fridays and Saturdays through August 10th. Open to all Prairie Gold Rewards members. Play every Friday and Saturday, or as often as you want. Idea: pick 1 horse in each of our live races here at Prairie Meadows on Fridays and Saturdays, and beat the expert on total payoffs for each day. Find out more by visiting the Racing Center here on the 4th floor. Beat the Experts Fridays and Saturdays starting May 31st and running through August 10th. Wild Wild Wagers will be back on Friday as well. We've had back-to-back winners as Ed and Paulette Brevet scored almost $400 last Friday on Wild Wild Wagers, and so it's a chance to play in our own live racing game. Grab a table up here on the 4th floor in Champions, and perhaps your table will be selected to play in Wild Wild Wagers. It's a $200 show parlay game that starts in race number 4 on Friday nights, sponsored by American Teletimer. And speaking of Friday night, May 31st is the first Iowa bred stakes race of the season. The 3-year-old fillies going 6 furlongs in the 2019 Bob Bryant. 7 entered: Apple Dapple, Zofia, Palette, Run with the Brave, Olive Oil, last year's 2-year-old champion, Snappy Gal, already a 2-time winner at the meet, and Stella Marie. So those 7 expected to go in the Bob Bryant on Friday. That's a look back and a look ahead. We'll see you out here Thursday for the first day of week 5 at 6 o'clock.